What's up, Facebook? What's up, what's up, what's up? Instagram live feed over here, Facebook live feed right here. If you're on my Instagram, come on over to Facebook. What's up, what's up, what's up, Facebook? We are Facebook Live. I am Scott. How are you doing? How are you feeling tonight? Woo! Feeling good. My name's Scott Spero. Thank you so much for coming on. What is this show? What is Driven? We're sledders. We're building businesses around what means exactly the most to us. This is a show if you are crushing it, you want to crush it, or you don't even know what crushing it's about. This is a place to come to, connect, grow your network, grow your mindset, and try to elevate. Or as one of my inspirational people, Andy Frisella, says, level up. You're here. You need to level up to get to the next stage. So thank you so much for coming on tonight. How is everybody doing? How are you feeling? Instagram, Facebook. Instagram, meet Facebook. Come on over to my Facebook page. I got a special guest I'm going to interview tonight from Jack's Motorsports. Super great guys. They're so pumped to come on this show. I bet they're going to be fired up. I cannot wait to get them on there. As the title says, this one's about vision. What is vision? You might say, what is vision? Vision relates to your belief. And if you have a strong belief in something, it means you can do it no matter what. You got to have a strong belief. Therefore, you got to have a strong vision. Your vision feeds your why. Your vision feeds your try. Your vision feeds your, self-doubt moments. Your vision feeds everything. It fuels your passion. If your vision, yeah, EJ, brother, brat. I'm not going to do that first part because I'm going to try to keep this a little clean. So here we go. Facebook Live, Driven, episode 2. I'm super pumped. Last week was off the chains. Thank you guys so much for all the shares and all the likes. I do appreciate that so much. This is how we're going to grow this show. Is I'm going to bring the heat. I'm going to try to connect you guys with some great guests, and we're going to have some fun on this. So this is, we'll call it Sledders Network. I didn't even think of that. And as one of my buddies, Tim Keeper, says, what is Driven? Driven's a freaking energy drink of the Driven's an energy drink of the interneters. I can't remember. Maybe he'll hop on a little bit later and throw it in the comments. Energy drink for Facebook Live or something. How's everybody doing, Amanda? Special guest tonight. These guys are super pumped. They've been interacting all week, sharing all my stuff, and it means so much to me that you guys are getting some value from this and you're having fun. I'm having a great time doing this. So first question, I ask it every show. It was taught to me, and it makes me feel good to ask you, how are you feeling? Drop it in the comments. I want to see some of these, and some of them, and some of them. Boom, boom. All right, first question I get from a lot of people is, how do you have so much energy? Honestly, there's only one way to have this much energy. You pump yourself up before you come on Facebook Live, and then when you're not so energetic, you don't go Facebook Live. So no, I'm not always wired this high. I do run pretty high, but I'm just like everybody else, man. I'm normal. I crash out. I got a bit of the gunk right now in my head, but that's all good. It's all good. I keep feeding my body some good stuff, get some good energy, try to exercise, try to run, and that's my tidbit for today. How do you keep your energy high? You be driven. You have a clear vision, and you put your mind and set it to exactly what you want it to be. So I'm not going to do a big intro on the guests tonight. Justin Hill and Tanner, they're with Jack's Motorsports. Great crew. They got a new product out. They're super pumped on it. I'm pumped to have them on here. I'm pumped to introduce you guys to them. So thank you guys. Dwayne's on. Kyle's on. What's up, brother? There we are. A little bit of it all. Pow, pow, pow. Driven, episode 2. Again, thank you guys so much for coming on. This is a show if you are crushing it, you don't know what crushing it is, or you want to crush it, come here, connect with me, connect with my network. If you know something I don't know, shoot me a message. I'd love to learn from you, connect with you. Maybe we know something that you might not know. I'd love to share some advice with you. I'll share some people that I use as resources that have helped me in my journey, because the truth of the matter is, about a year ago, I sat down with a blank sheet of paper and I realized what I was doing was not going to get me to where I wanted to be. It's my vision. I got my mind set on exactly what means the most to me. I'm a dad, I'm a sledder, and I just love living my life. So I sat down and I tried to figure out a way to get me to where I wanted to be, and I knew to do that I had to level up. I had to clarify my vision, and I had to dial a few things in. And you know what that meant? It meant learning some new things. It meant reading a book. It meant listening to some positive inspiration and taking massive action on some things in my life that weren't super good, like, what's up, Instagram? Got a few people on here. Yeah. Got some of them. All right, hey, guys, if you're on my Instagram, hop over on Facebook if you use it. I'm on Facebook Live over there. I'm about ready to throw a guest on from Jack's Motorsports. Kind of lost my train of thought. Energy, flow. Shelby's on. What's up, brother? Connect with Shelby. Brad, thank you guys for coming on. All right, here we go. Let's add. Oh no, go this way. Boom, right there. Justin, let's throw him on. Justin, before I add you, be sure to have your, and we're talking vision tonight, so wrap your head around vision. What is vision, and what can you do to clarify your vision? What's up, brothers? I'm stoked to meet you guys. How you doing? How you feeling?
What's up, dude? How's it going?
Going good. I got one of you, and the other one's not quite in this. There you are. Got you. All right, you guys got to get close or share one way or the other. We're on Facebook Live. We're just figuring this stuff out. Hey, I don't even know what I'm doing half the time anyway. I just do it.
All right. How's this?
All right, we got you now. We can hear you. All right, how you doing? How you feeling?
Good. Pretty good, man.
Right on. First of all, let me say, guys, thank you so much for stepping up, reaching out, connecting with me, and you took massive action with this. You're like, I want on that show. I'm gonna do it. So thank you guys so much. That really means a lot to me. I appreciate that.
Yeah, it was. I saw the show last week. Thought I'd post it and see what we could do, and you had reached out, and it was pretty awesome after that. So it's been
awesome. So anyway, quick introduction. Tell everybody who you are and what a little bit about your story.
All right. I'm Justin. I started Jack's Motorsports. Tanner came on as kind of a inspirational kind of thing, kind of the next level guy to push me to kind of keep going with it. So it's been a cool, fun journey for us to get to where we are right now. Kind of came together just the last few months with what I kind of wanted to do, and start kind of pushing to a new journey of life and doing something kind of different with it. So I thought giving back to the industry and kind of designing some stuff that could be necessary or helpful in any which way we could, it would be nice right now. So
absolutely. And it's the holidays, man, and what a perfect time to come on here and actually impact some people and give back a little bit. So you kind of had to you reached into a new area or whatever, and I could tell you got your boy there. You said you brought him in to kind of level you up. So just along that, and that's kind of the basis of this show is realizing that maybe we don't have everything we need to get where we want to go. And I love that you're already implementing that. But you're like, hey man, I'm lacking in some stuff. Let's see. So tell me a little bit about you.
Man, dude, it's just it's been crazy. Just kind of getting involved with something that's like actually slowly becoming a thing. And so, just like being like the snow is new to me, man. I've been riding dirt bikes my whole life, building them, racing them, whole life. And so just moved out here to Colorado about a year ago. So it's just been nothing but that since, dude. And it's just wild out here. And to be a part of something that's like, it's actually part of something that I'm like really into. It's just super cool, man. Really cool.
Love it. Have you had a chance to ride a snow bike yet? That's what I got. You're into moto, man. You got to hit that up.
Not yet, dude. I've been up on the mountains and seen it. It's just when I moved here, it was about last year, a little after this time. So there was still just a little bit of snow left up there. So I got a chance to witness some things while I was up there. But ever since, dude, this year, the snow in Colorado is just not there. It's a little late coming in this year.
Nationwide, unless you live in Whistler or BC, is what I'm seeing. So it's all good. We'll find some other stuff to do. We'll build businesses while we don't have don't got any snow to play in, huh? It extends the year out a little bit. So cool, man. You know, a lot of let's see, experiencing new things and pushing yourself is kind of crossing that uncomfortable zone. So where did you move from out to Colorado, and had you been out there before?
I had never been out there. I'm actually from Huntsville, Alabama, way down in the south. But no, I had never visited. Me and my old lady, we just kind of packed up and came out here one day, and it just so happened to work out, dude. So, I mean, it's super nice out. Definitely a lot more active than where I'm from. It's,
yeah,
you know, but, but I mean, it's been
always on the go. Always on the go out there. There's all sorts of activities. It's a lot like where I'm at, where you got that lower elevation where you can do stuff all the time during the year, but then you got the whole high elevation, which slew of mountain, slew of wintertime, slew of summertime. So love it, man. He gone. So how we doing? Let's see, where are we now? Let's go in a little bit. Tell everybody, tell the people on here, you know, what it is, what you got going on. Share that with them.
All right. Well, we came out to market about, week and a half ago?
Yeah.
About a week and a half ago with our Clutch Compressor Pro. And we're patent pending right now, in the process of doing a utility patent and stuff like that. So we decided to go to market with it and see what we could get some impact and see what people would be interested in. And we put out a low budget video. We've done everything kind of ourselves, like all cheap
grassroots campaign.
Yeah, right. Our advertising, we've only put, about $30 into it for a complete advertisement. Our sales, we within the first few days, we did sales in Sweden, Stockholm, Sweden, and then I just got a reach out from Russia now that would like to purchase some. So we're
beauty,
and we're not even. We don't even know how they're getting over into international. Like, it's just kind of crazy. It's just kind of going.
Right here, man. Social media and Facebook Live is like primo to just get your story out. I mean, that's the biggest thing about connecting with people and getting that out there is. And for those of you, everyone just hopping on, I got Jack's Motorsports on, and they've invented a clutch, literally clutch, snowmobile, razor, side-by-side compression tool. I watched the video and I was like, man, that would have saved me hours, different ratchet strap contractions and busted fingers and springs flying out. And it's like, well, there goes that part. So these guys invented a tool that kind of compresses the clutch and lets you remove that primary just smooth as butter. So Jack's Motorsports, and they just launched this week, you're saying, officially, right?
Yep, just officially this week and everything. The nicest thing about our tool is that when you take your primary bolt out, you can actually use it with it on the sled. So with the Polaris setup is that you can do it with on the sled or take it off and use it off the sled.
All right. When we come back on here, when I come back, I'll drop your link to your page and stuff in the comments. So anybody that's watching this on the replay, again, if you're watching us on the replay, drop a 2. And then when it come back on, it'll have a link to check out the video to their new tool they made.
So
here's it. So like silver turbos in the sled world, like a lot of their adjustability comes from the weighting and the spring rating. How have you reached out to like maybe them or to anybody? Because that's the thing is they're like, do I run the 5-pound spring? What spring do I run to get this boost? And now literally you're giving the people the ability to possibly do this on the sled on location too, right?
Yeah, it's giving them totally accessibility to be able to do it on the sled right there. So you could be able to go out on the trail or out on the mountain and be able to tune right there. So if you want to achieve a better high mark or something like that, if you're doing like an adjustable weight, all you have to do is just pull the one bolt out, put it right in, compress it, change your weights, and just do it right there. No worries.
Saves time, saves fingers, saves flying clutch parts. Love it.
Yep. Yeah. So
Solves a big problem.
yeah, it solves a complete problem. The nicest thing is too, is with the inner shaft that you use for the actual to go on, into the clutch. It is machined so it does not affect any which way actually the inner bushing of the sheave plate. So I have it. The tolerances are perfect, so it's smooth completely going through, no problems.
Beautiful.
Yeah, so it's a nice setup. Just kind of has been a work in progress for the last few years. Kind of sitting in my toolbox for a fun kind of toy, and used for a few things. And then I was like, I should just go for it. So I decided here the last few months to kind of just start full force going for it. And then I made a decision to make it all small business ran. So
Yeah.
Yeah, all materials come from local vendors here in Boulder, Denver, Colorado. It's the tool is manufactured by a small business here in Colorado that staffs maybe 3 or 4 people. I mean, like this is something that is made and created in Colorado by the people of Colorado. I mean, like it's just amazing how many people have like came together to make this like real. So
love it.
It's just cool, man.
Love it. Love it. All right, so we know your story now. We know a little bit about what you guys got going on and what this show really wants to focus on. What I really want to kind of bring to people's attention with this is the mindset behind something like that, where you took something for you for exactly, I mean, you took something that was already in your toolbox and you just decided to go all in with it and put it out there for the world to see and use, hopefully. So the mindset behind that, when you just kind of pull the cord and you're like, hey, I'm going to go with this and I got to make, it's not like I have to make it work or I'm going to die or anything, but it's like, this is where I'm at. This is my vision. I kind of, I can see people using this. Talk a little bit about once you did cross that line where you're like, hey, should I or shouldn't I? And, maybe did you have a mentor? Are you looking like, did somebody push you along or did you just go all in on it?
Mostly my kid. My son was my biggest inspiration for it. He's always been in the industry, always followed the industry. From start to finish, he's always been a part of it. He's so humble about the industry. He's met so many pros and so many people that have, inspired him to be where he wants to be. And I just decided to do this as a thing to give back to him, to do something. So
drop some love on that.
Yeah,
that's what I'm talking about.
It's tough. He lives in Minnesota, so I'm disconnected from him, and I wanted to give him something here to have something. So this is what I did to do for him. So
I feel you, man, dude. That hits home. I love it. I start this show out with saying I'm a dad and I'm a sledder, and I got my mindset on exactly what I want to do. And so much of that is for my son. It's I want to impact a lot of people with what I'm doing, but I want to set an example for him. He's 7 now. He's everything in the world's awesome to him, and he thinks I'm famous for doing this Facebook show, which is cool. But I'm like, but it's just, I was scared to do Facebook Lives for the longest time. Like, I was like, I get all nervous on them, but I'm like, heck with it, man. I'm going to show this kid that I can learn a new skill, not perfect it, but get real good at it, and then see where it takes me, because I can put my mind to it and I can see it happening. So that's the biggest thing behind my vision, is to set an example for him, to be a good human, obviously, but to go after what you want.
Yeah, it's completely, that's the thing. I've done this completely under kind of under hidden wraps from him. I haven't told him about it until last night when I told him I was doing this. So
Oh, wow.
he's gonna, like, he was so stoked, like grinning ear to ear. He was pretty excited. So
I gotta say, does he have Facebook? Is he on here maybe, or can
nah,
he play? Is that
he's sleeping right now, but I told him he could watch the video when he can, so he can watch it all and let me know how it is. So
love it?
I'm pretty
Love
excited.
it. Yeah, my kid comes back and watches a lot of these. It's so cool. He's like, that's great, Dad. I love it. So that's cool, man. It's all about family.
Yeah.
First and foremost, family. Love it. So cool, man. Let's go a little bit into what do you tap into any online resources like podcasts or the typical name brand guys that kind of give motivation or maybe business advice, the Cardones, that sort of stuff? Are you into that?
Yeah, I'm a little bit into it. I've just been kind of pushing myself more and more. Like, I've been watching the House of Hustle and stuff like that. I've been getting into that kind of stuff, and I've been really getting into that stuff, and I've been following a lot of the stuff you've been doing. So it's helping me a lot. Like, it pushes me a lot more to do more and know that that one door that shuts, 10 more open. You don't have to worry about it.
Absolutely. And the biggest social media is I was really unaware of the world that was actually behind social media, if you will. I mean, I post pictures of my trips and have fun and blah, 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 but I never really used it as a networking tool or like a growth tool. And boy, my world's wide open right now. I'm like, I like what that guy's saying, and I'll just send him a message, man. It's like, hey, thanks for what you're posting. I appreciate the value you're dropping. Thanks for thanks for doing a good job. And a lot of times those guys will reach back out and they're like, man, glad you're getting some value from what I'm doing. And it's like, I love it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's
all right. Let's hit your partner there. What sort of, are you the same kind of way? Are you familiar with a lot of the motivational and like mindset and business training and stuff that's available on Facebook and
to a
social
certain
media?
extent? Really, I've got so much going on that I have, like, the motivation that I need is all, very close to me. And it seems almost like so readily available, like why I go out, and hunt for information, when it seems like
Close by.
everything, when everything, like all the inspiration I need is so close to me. So, like we get involved in, a lot of things around here in Boulder. So you get to meet really cool people. That's one of the coolest things about being here is that the diversity of people here in this town is insane. And we get the chance to just kind of meet and talk with people about the kind of things that they're into and why they're about it. And we get to, respond with, vice versa. And so it just kind of spreads the word on its own. And, that just turns into this, like, aurora of people around you that's just, like, inspirational. It just works. So.
I hear you, man. Take it from wherever you can get it. And if it's good, if it's bad, filter through it and see what applies to you. So, like, I'm going to kind of go into this with you guys on here. Maybe you can take your take on it, but the vision, and that's kind of this week was vision. So I don't know if you guys are familiar with that skate brand. I posted earlier in the week, Vision, but I was kind of running through the things that were, what I had going on and where I wanted to take it. And I'm like, hey, so, what is the vision? And I'm like, boom, that skateboard company popped in my head. And I'm like, I love it. I didn't even really realize that. So to me, vision is again, it's that belief system that you have. And the why basically gets you going, if you will, and keeps you going. But the vision will kind of gather your why, and then it'll start to fill in the how. So I guess I don't really have a question with this, but just what's your guys' take on, like, your vision for where you want to take Jack's Motorsports?
The vision is, there is a big vision, but right now I'm looking at the little vision. You know, I'm looking at it as an organic growth kind of business. Not going full bore, hardcore, you know, kind of thing. I want to keep this kind of a small town kind of thing with a lot of people, not big corporate. You know, I want to keep giving back to small business kind of thing. So we do limited production runs and stuff like that. And it is, you know, that's what we do. Is sometimes it's, you know, I get a little bit stressed and trying to figure out, you know, how should I do this next, and you know, where should we go with it and stuff like that. And I'm like, you know, it's just got to come to us. It's gonna go. It's gonna be an organic growth kind of company. And my vision is to make it, you know, as a company that grows, but organically grows with the people that have helped, you know, start and create it. So it's not just going to be that one where we just start, you know, being like huge. You know, I want to start kind of organically, 2-stall garage at the house. And that's what I'm going to start I'm starting working on sheetrocking, and I'm going to start putting lights in and start putting that kind of stuff up and just organically growth it. And, you know, help kind of, you know, I've reached out and, you know, want to help out some privateers, you know, some privateer backcountry guys, some kind of privateer snowcross guys. Just have kind of a small vision and help the growth of small guys and see where you can grow all together.
That's it.
And do it as a group. So
I feel that, man. I feel that. Grow with your community, basically. You know what? If that makes sense.
Yeah, completely. Yeah. So
I love it, man.
It's one of those things that it's gonna be. You know, I'm not. You know, we're slowly growing. Like in the last week, we've grown pretty big. Where it's, you know, kind of like overtaken me, and my passion and my love for what I want to do would love to let me, you know, not work my full-time job anymore, you know.
Right.
But I understand, you know, I you know, it's one of those things that I need to still do my full-time job and still, you know, keep my head level and keep everything on a level pace and everything like that. So
perfect. Well, if you're, that's what I'm saying. I don't want to interrupt, but if you're in my network and you haven't blown up Justin and Tanner yet, like, get on it, blow these guys up, show them some love. They're a new company. They got a great story. They shared it with me. If you're just hopping on, go back and we'll start from the beginning. But connect with these guys. And again, they've created a tool. If you're in the sledding community, you know exactly what it is. It's a clutch compression tool that saves you a heck of a lot of time and a heck of a lot of mishaps in the shop. So, again, connect with these guys if you haven't yet. So, I got a little commercial break, if you will.
Yeah, that's cool, bud.
All right. Cool. So, anything else you want to share? Where does everyone get a hold of you at now that they can blow you up and friend request you and stuff?
All right. You can go to Jack's Motorsports co.com. That's our website. There's a link to our Facebook right on there. There's a link to our video for our tool, and then there's a web store or a store for you to purchase the tool also. So nice. We have that. We are looking to add on and actually start creating and designing for ArctiCat and Skidoo also. So we're looking to be branching out to other manufacturers instead of just Polaris right now. So
right on.
Our main tools set up for Polaris, but we'll have more to come. So.
Absolutely. Everyone's got to start somewhere. You know, I'm not exactly where I want to be yet, but I'm damn sure a lot closer than I was yesterday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Every day, man. Well, guys, I got to say thank you so much for connecting with me and jumping on this, man. You guys, like, it was like, boom, Tanner shared your post. Boom, Justin shared your post. I'm like, I love this. This is great. So I'm like, I got to make another one for you guys to get it. I love it. So thank you so much for that. That's going to help grow this community, especially. So appreciate all the shares.
Yeah, appreciate us for having us on and everything. And totally reaching out. And I was so excited the morning I woke up and saw that post from you saying they're reaching out to me. I was so excited. I was like, no way, like, I can't believe this. Like, I messaged him and I was like, I didn't even tell him, I'm like, I'm working on something, just hold on, like, I got something going, like, and then I told him and he's like, okay, like,
yeah,
so,
well, I mean, because it's super cool, just like that people are actually interested, in what's going on. So we definitely are like cool with telling everybody, how it's going and how we got here, because that's the backbone of what this company is about. Is just people locally coming together, the people that nobody really knows about, to come up and create something great together. So
perfect. Keep sharing your story, man. That's all it is. Share your story over and over.
Yep.
Share your vision, share your story. So cool. If you guys got anything else you want to add, go ahead and drop it now.
We'd like to just thank, a couple of the, people that have helped us a lot. The Willie's CNC 4x4 shop. He's a little shop here in Boulder. He's got 3 to 4 employees, real small type of guy. Took on my project like no problem. Like, he's like, dude, I do CNC work. He's like, I'm a sled head. I love sleds. He's like, I'm down. Let's do this. And I met him on a Sunday at Napa, because I work weekends at Napa too, as a part-time job. And
whatever it takes.
Yeah, whatever it takes to keep doing it. And I met him through that, and it was pretty awesome. And then when we started all this and stuff, I kind of just did my own graphic and just kind of was doing it, low budget and stuff. And Black Label Graphics out of Big Lake, Minnesota reached out to me, and they're a small-time graphics company. And I was like, they designed me a setup, and I was like, yeah, so we'll be releasing our new logo here in the next couple of weeks. We're going to go with it and stuff. So we'll be dropping kind of a new style and stuff for our brand and stuff like that for the business. And then we reached out and got hooked up with K2 Motorsports, and they're a snowcross company, or snowcross out of Minnesota and stuff. And they're going to be using our tool this winter in the snowcross sleds. So we're pretty stoked for that. And then we picked up a privateer, Shane Seuss, out of Brainerd, Minnesota, and he'll be using our tool too as a privateer for the year. So
perfect.
We'll be
super cool stuff, man. Yeah,
we're pretty excited. So
I can totally tell, man. I love it, dude.
Yeah.
Super rad. I like being at the beginning of this too. It's like a week old, and the coolest thing about this is like a year from now, 2 years from 5 years from now, like that's the thing about networking and meeting like this is you never know where everyone's going to wind up. So who knows where this is going to go. So thank you guys so much for connecting with me. Cause I like Colorado. I might be there before you know it.
Word.
So,
definitely.
if they get some snow before we do here, I might be for sure.
Yeah. Keep us posted if you come out. We'll definitely play around and we'll have some fun. So
absolutely, and stay in touch. Keep reaching out, man. I got a couple people I know that might be resources for you guys to either help in any way, shape, or form. So I'll share those guys with you guys after that have done similar things to what you guys got started here. Not with a clutch tool, obviously, but that's the first one I've seen like yours. So great job on it, Jack's Motorsports. Connect with these guys. I'll drop the link in the comments afterwards, and come back, and if you cycle through these, you guys can reply to the comments and stuff and people that shout you out and whatnot. So
sweet.
Share.
All right. Thanks, bud.
Yeah,
thanks so
thanks,
much. See you later.
Love you guys. All right.
Keep in touch.
I will do. Keep working, keep hustling, keep grinding. Like right there, man. Check that out. Those guys are going to crush it. I ain't going to lie. Got a primo tool. If you have a player sled right now, you got to own one of these tools, and you got to get it now because it just came out. So I love it. Steamboat, mid-January, Mark Jacob, Tahoe sleds. Sounds good. Mid-January. I think we'll see about that. Tim, what's up, brother? Energy drink oh, that's what it was, the internet energy drink. I love it. All right, cool, guys. Jack's Motorsports. I can't see any of my comments right now, so anyway, cool, guys. It's vision, and it means different things to different people, but the vision is basically your belief. Find your vision, find your belief, and work towards it every day. So I'm going to leave you with a little bit of wisdom. My man, his name's Jeremy Roma, great human being. Great story, just an absolutely phenomenal story. He shared a post the other day, and I'm going to share a little bit with you what he said. And it's between two types of mindset. It's the victim mindset and the creator mindset. And, you know, the victim mindset is kind of what happens or doesn't happen in my life is contingent upon outside circumstances controlling them. And you tend to criticize your failures. That's kind of the victim mindset, if you will. And I found myself guilty of that different times in the past, is where, you know, I criticize my failure. It's like, man, I should have got that. I should have done better. I should have succeeded at that. And I took it as a failure instead of a lesson. And then you flip that, and you flip that mindset to a creator mindset. And and I quote, and it's from him: "As a man thinketh, so is he." So if you thinketh, and so are you, so why not thinketh as a winner? A creator can manifest the outcome he wants in life. He can see and he can put into place daily tasks to attract great situations in his life. Circumstances into reality with work and hard work, and embrace and learn from the failure. So the victim mindset, you're accepting those failures as defeat, and a creator mindset, you know, as a man thinketh, so is he. So as a man thinketh, like crushing it, he will crush it, and you learn from the mistakes. So with that, unless somebody else wants to hop on here, I'm not running short on time. I'm not doing anything. I'm just chilling out, watching this Facebook Live tonight. Have a great night. So I'm hoping you're having a great night. If you got some value from this, I do thank you. Share it out. If you're watching the replay, it's towards the end. I should have said it earlier. Drop a 2 in the comments. I can come back and thank you for watching the replay again. Last week was unbelievable. You guys were super great. So I hope everybody has a great holidays coming up. We're going to come on live tomorrow. I don't have anybody scheduled to come on. Think driven, be driven. That's what I want to say. I'll say that every night. So I'm going to open it up with a statement from Tim Keeber, and I'll close it out with a statement from Tim Keeber. Is Southpaw Creations, driven is your internet energy drink. And then at the end of it, I'll close, think driven, be driven. I love that. Thanks, brother. All right. How's everyone doing? Cody's on. Thanks for coming on, Cody. Tim's on. Who else is on right now? I'm going to go this way. Tanner's still on. Amanda, thank you, girl. Shelby, thanks, brother. Brad, what's up, man? All right, guys, everybody have a great night. Crush it this week. Be driven, or think driven and be driven. Later, y'all.